Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena action. I have a daily quest for Shaman or Warlock, and I've played Rogue 23 times, Shaman 23 times, and Warlock 24 times. So I've had a really, even split of all my classes. Let's go Shaman here, and I'll see what we can do here. So starting off with a quality rare, these are all totally fine cards. I do like Lava Burst a lot. The main issue is you don't really want to use it early in the game, but later in the game it's pretty spectacular. Now, Knife Juggler's value also is pretty great, because, you're a shaman, you're putting out totems, you're going to have a guaranteed source of knife flings. I'm going to trust my instincts, though, and grab this Lava Burst. It's just so great for finishing people off. And here, these are fine cards, these gnomish things, but Lightning Bolt is pretty good. I'm going to turn down my volume a little bit. Ooh, Forked Lightning or the Senjin. I mean, these are both premier cards, and, it'd be nice to have Senjin, because it's really, really great. I'm going to say that Forked Lightning is not an essential card, so I'm going to take the Senjin here, because I started with 2 removal cards, and I want to make sure I have that Senjin. It's pretty spectacular. This is a bunch of crap, so I guess I'm taking Lord of the Arena there. And I guess Novice Engineer is fine, but I guess I'll pick up Forked Lightning here. Ah, interesting. So, the Tiger and the Ogre, those are both really great drops. I'm going to take the Ogre, even though I already have a 6-drop. And even though the Tiger is really great, I just think that the extra power and toughness on that Ogre is worth it. Okay, the Panther. I'm going to take it over the Guardian, because although the Guardian is good, the Panther is a 3-mana creature, and I currently have nothing below 4 mana, so let's make sure we keep it a little bit balanced. Alright, Frost Shock I'm not going to take when I've got lots of removal already, so we'll take the Frostwolf Warlord and grumble about it, because I don't really like that card too much. Spell damage would be pretty good. The Fairy Dragon, though, one of the best 2-drops in the game. Yeah, I'll take the Fairy Dragon, although I will pick up a Kobold Geomancer later if I have the chance. Alright, these are both fine 2-drops. I'm not going to pass on the Feral Spirit, though. I think that card is just spectacularly good. Bloodlust is fine, but I'm going to grab Earthshock. It's nice to have a silence/damage card in one. I think it's really good. And Forked Lightning is nice, but I've already got one, so I'll take Stormforged Axe. That card has wrecked me many a time. And, okay, I'm not going to pass on an Earth Elemental. 7/8 with Taunt for 5 mana. I mean, yes, there's a big overload and whatever, but that card is just ridiculous. Okay, Frostwolf Grunt. Nah, I'm not that desperately in need of 2-drops that I'm going to pass on an Ocean Venture. Oh, dear. Cult Master, I'm not a big fan of, especially because I don't have any Raid Leaders or Direwolf Alphas to give them buffs to my taunts and throw them away. Elven Archer is just junk. But 2 Earthshocks, man, that could be bad. Well, I'll take it, though. Cult Master is just too speculative. I'll take another Lightning Bolt. And, Boulder Fist Ogre and Fire Elemental in the same pack. So sad. I'm going to take Fire Elemental here. That's an easy pick. Do I take the Taunter or the Board Presence? Or I'll take the Razorfin Hunter versus Board Presence. 2 Stormforged Axes, that I'm not a big fan of, but I'm not going to take Oasis Snapjaw. So yeah, I guess we're going to just take a second one and hope I don't draw both. I need some more good 4-drops here. I'm going to take Violet Teacher. Good 4-drops do in games. And do I take the 5-drop or the 2-drop? Both are fine. Well, 2 Axes and a Fairy Dragon leaves me with not much at 2 mana. Granted, this is going to be a slower deck. Really trying to get into the end game where I win with my huge creatures. So I don't know if I need this Loot Hoarder, really. I'm going to take the Silverhand Knight. That sucks. Wind Speaker. I know some people are like, oh, you can put Wind Fury on your Ogre. No, I'm just going to take Abusive Sergeant. Sad as that is. Oh, this is terrible. Well, Wolf Rider's kind of removal. I guess I'll take him. And Harvest Golem is pretty great. Okay, and I guess we're going to take the Drake. I'm not taking Ancestral Spirit. Sorry to everyone. Okay. Ogre Magi it is for that spell damage. I would rather have a Kobold Geomancer. And with 2 Stormforged Axes, rather than take another 6-drop, I will actually take this Bloodsail Raider. Panda, what are you good with? Abusive Sergeant? Yes. Bloodsail Raider? Not really. Not really. Nope. 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 Kind of, but not really. Kind of, but not really. Nope. Definitely not. Definitely not. Kind of. Sort of. Panda could be useful. I could take a 5-drop. What have I got? 3 5-drops? The Fender Creeper would fit. I'm going to trust my instincts, though. I feel like this Panda might be the move. Okay, I don't want a 3rd Stormforged Axe, that's for sure. So do I want this Ghoul, or do I want the Ventricle Mercenary? Let's take the Ghoul. I don't want to take a Menchico Mercenary in a deck that has like lots of 5 and 6 drops that then can't be played. And here I've got to choose between the Doomhammer. Notice Doomhammer much better than Doomsayer. Or Farsight. So Farsight's just kind of neutral. It's a very techie card. It's not bad, but it's not super great either. The Doomhammer, though, with a really like endgame focused deck, I might not be ahead enough to justify using this Doomhammer as more than just 16 damage over 4 turns. Oh man, I can't believe I'm actually thinking about Farsight versus Doomhammer. I know a lot of people would just windmill slam the Doomhammer, but I really might not have enough of an early game advantage that I can actually use this. Well, I'll take it anyway. I feel like I kind of have to. But I almost wish I had gotten some stupid epic like Mudcrab or something so I could have played Farsight, because for some reason I feel like that would have been a better move. Well, we'll go ahead and see. Let's definitely keep an eye on that decision, whether the Doomhammer ends up working out or whether I wish it were just a Farsight. And the other thing to keep in mind is that Boulderfist Ogre, whether or not I regret that it's not a Stranglethorn Tiger. So let's take a sip of Good Luck Water. I mean, mainly with this draft, I think it went reasonably well. I think it could potentially do pretty well. I think that Lightning Storm would have been really nice to have, and I don't have it. Other than that, I think it went alright. So here, I'm gonna send back the Fire Elemental, but I'm actually gonna keep everything else. We're just gonna accept that this is a slow deck, and it will have slow starts. And in that light, I have, I'll just satisfy myself with a Totem on turn 2, and then I have really good play on turn 3 and a really good play on turn 4. So unless my opponent just goes crazy aggro here, I've got a really strong start, and I should be okay in this game. Even accounting for the fact that he gets to put recruits down that I can't immediately kill. He mulliganed 2 of his 4 cards. Fork Lightning, that actually could save me a little bit, depending on how fast his start is. So we know he's going to be cranking out these recruits, if nothing else, which means Fork Lightning should be able to hit. He's going to coin, alright, well, he is going off to a fast start. Sunfree Protector, kind of unfortunate, does not die to Forked Lightning, does not die to the Harvest Golem either. There's no point Earth-shocking it. My totem will not survive because the Sunfree Protector kills it, so yeah, it's kind of annoying. Hopefully he just makes a recruit here rather than anything else, because if he makes something else, I might actually be in a little bit of trouble. Okay, so he just kills it, and Direwolf Alpha, oh geez. Well, crap. This is just bad. So now I will play the Golem, because it dies to the Sunfree Protector and comes back, but, you know, it might, if I'm lucky, I'll get to kill the Wolf, but it might not even get to do that if he has an Argent Protector. No, he's just got a Raging Worgen. Okay. So as expected, he'll do that. And he's actually going to make an extremely conservative move, just killing my Golem there. Alright, well, before things get any worse, let's just play the Twilight Drake. And I did draw Earth Elemental. Now, Earth Elemental against a Paladin is really one of the safest classes to play this against. Obviously, you can get humiliated, but then it's still a 1/8 with Taunt. And I can actually Earth Shock it to silence the humility effect if need be. And other than that, Paladins don't have any like Hex-like effects or anything, so... Okay, he didn't have any Blessing of Kings, which would have been the main threat. No Blessing of Kings for my opponent, so I get to do this. And I'm gonna kill off the Raging Worgen, I think, is the scariest thing, probably. So next turn, obviously, I only have 3 mana to work with. Basically, I can, like, Totem up and Fork Lightning, or I can Earth Shock and Fork Lightning. Yeah, I can actually Earth Shock and Fork Lightning and kill these 2, potentially. Here we see if he has a Humility effect. Outdoor Peacekeeper would be the Bomb Diggity, or Humility card. No, he's just going to play Cult Master. Okay. So he's going to exchange some stuff for cards through the Cult Master. Admittedly, the Cult Master working out pretty good for him there. Luckily for me, I can now play Forked Lightning on a totally clear conscience and not even have to worry. Do I want to play this? No, I'm just going to play Forked Lightning. That seems fine. Let's, yeah, let's just make a totem, I suppose. Healing is nice. That actually is a really good flip, I think. Because I fish for the Noble Sacrifice with my Twilight Drake. Of course, it's Noble Sacrifice. And then I swing for 7 damage. And then we pass the turn, and now we heal up. So it's nice now. This will not die to True Silver Champion, which is pretty good. The Drake still dies to Consecration, but the Earth Elemental doesn't. I'm still overloaded. I'll only have 5 mana next turn, so no Fire Elemental still, but this is pretty awesome board presence, so I'm not that worried about it. Another secret. Oh my god, okay. Well, crap. I do wish I could play the Fire Elemental here. I don't really want this Noble Sacrifice killing my Twilight Drake, so what I'm gonna do here is swing with the Earth Elemental. I'm pretty sure it's Noble Sacrifice, but just in case, let's hit the Recruit in case it is Redemption. Nope, it's Noble Sacrifice. Shock as well as Awe. So now I'm going to hit that Recruit. And do I make a Totem in the Razor Van Hunter, or do I play the Ascension Shield Master? I'm gonna go ahead and go for the extra board presence.
Don't mess with Tusk. Job done.
We get a taunt, so that's nice. So now, Consecration would be pretty good. It would kill off everything except for this Hunter, because then the Golem would run into my Earth Elemental. But when the smoke is cleared, he'll have 4 cards to my 6, and I'm going to get some card advantage out of this Fire Elemental. So that's a pretty good answer there. Luckily, the Taunt Totem was a really good flip. It stops this Golem from killing my Twilight Drake, which is pretty convenient, I have to say. Alright, so I actually get to do everything I want now, which is nice. I can make Stormforged Axe to kill that guy. Good thing for that nerf, this used to have 3 health. And I can also play Fire Elemental and kill that guy. And then this Piglet, quite convenient, kills off the damaged Golem. Swing, swing. And okay, when the smoke is cleared, I seem to say that phrase a lot. He has 5 cards to my, 8 plus a weapon, and I have a life advantage. So I'd say that I'm in a resounding lead at the moment against Omni the Paladin. Omni. Anyway, we're going to have 8 mana next turn after the Overload from this Axe. And the Axe is really nice against Paladins. I feel pretty good as a Shaman playing it with that Axe against Paladins because you have a free kill against all their recruits. Anyway, he concedes, which I don't blame him for. So just a quality cards with the name of that game. Twilight Drake, super good. Earth Elemental, super good. Fire Elemental, very, very good. Just, I played nothing but good cards, and that was enough. Now, he didn't play anything. He didn't play Hammer of Wrath, True Silver Champion, Blessing of Kings, Consecration, Argent Protector, Aldor Peacekeeper, Humility. He played, like, nothing that's, special to Paladins. So, apart from a couple of recruits that I mopped up, he just didn't have anything. Oh, yeah, he had 2 Noble Sacrifices, but that's a pretty bad card, as I think you saw there. It's just not good enough when you're scrabbling to maintain advantage. Mo Bitches. I can't believe that name is allowed, honestly. Why do they allow bitches? It's interesting. Okay, so this hand is a little bit terrible. Abusive Sergeant, not really playable against mages. I could actually keep it around and hope to buff a totem with it, but the problem is that if my opponent puts stuff out and my totems die, this guy's just dead. So I'm going to mulligan him. I'm going to try to get my, 2 3-drops. Alright, well, we got a 3-drop. I mean, that's the nice thing about being a Shaman. You never feel too bad just making a totem on turn 2. Like, it's not the end of the world. It doesn't automatically die to the Fire Blast, unless, of course, it's the 1/1 totem. And it's nice to get a totem collection. It's not, like, terrible. I definitely feel much better using hero ability as the Shaman on turn 2 than if I'm, say, the Hunter. Please don't play Mana Worm. Just pass your goddamn turn. Oh, well, okay, coin means it's not Mana Worm, at least. Sorcerer's Apprentice. That's fine. That is A-okay. Mirror Image? Who plays Mirror Image? Ah, jeez. Alright, well, I guess we better get to work here. I need to clear these bitches out. It does mean I'm not playing the Jungle Panther the next turn, but I think it's worth it to clear off these freaking Mirror Images. And then hopefully get the Sorcerer's Apprentice out of the way. God, Mirror Image. What a load of baloney dongs. I could have Lightning Bolted this thing, but I don't know. I like getting this axe in play. Loot Hoarder. Alright, so we're going to start taking some damage here. I actually will Earth Shock that Loot Hoarder. It's pretty much the perfect answer to Loot Hoarder, and it's stopped it from getting a card. I think that's pretty good. Do I Lightning Bolt this thing? Yes, actually I do, because the next turn will be the perfect turn to have the Overload. Since I'm only going to want to spend 3 mana anyway. And then I'll clear that Overload card out of the way. So, she has 4 cards to my 4. I haven't gotten ahead, but I haven't fallen behind either. And, okay, she gets ahead a card. But in so doing, she lets me put a minion onto the field, so it's a close game. It's a very close game. Bloodsail Raider, Well, let's put the Panther out there, use up all of my mana, and then we'll keep this around. So this will be a 4/3 for 2 mana, which is pretty good. I can play it and the Flesh-Eating Ghoul, and hopefully trade this Panther for something. Alright, well, the Panther's not going to trade for that, because I just kill it with my axe. Oh, does she have anything else? She's thinking. She has nothing else. Alright, I am guessing she has a Frostbolt, just by the way she played that, which is fine by me. So what I'm going to do here is play out both of my creatures. I will use the axe to kill that. You do have to be a little bit careful killing stuff with your weapon when you're up against a mage, because mages have pretty good burn potential, but I think it was worth doing there simply because I have 23 health, and that's a pretty goodly amount of health. She has 6 cards to my 5, soon to be 6, but I'm the first player, so I say I'm doing alright, for now. She has 2 pretty important targets. Actually, these are all important targets to remove. These hit hard, and this one grows. She's going to Frost Nova. Fair enough. Okay, so the decision I have to make here is, do I play the Ascension and a Totem, hoping to get a healing totem to save this Panther? Or do I just play the bigger card, the Lord of the Arena? I mean, they both have the same health, which is really what's important. I'm going to take a chance. There's a 1 in 4 chance of this Panther surviving. I think it's worth taking. And I actually got it. Well, that's what I say, folks. Good players give themselves more chances to get lucky, so I gave myself a chance and I got lucky. Now she needs like a blizzard here to not get hit for a ton of damage next turn. I mean, this is like 8, 11, 14 damage. It's a lot of damage. Even though she's not dead by any means and could still come back and win this game, being at 12 health is a little bit scary against a Shaman, what with lightning bolts and lava bursts and stuff like that. Mo Bitches. That's such a great name. I think if these minions get to attack twice, then she definitely loses. Or like even if a subset of them get to attack twice. Like if she doesn't have a blizzard now, she needs to have a flame strike next turn. And even the Flame Strike, not the end of the world. The Ascension will survive it, and this Lord of the Arena that I'm about to play will also survive it. Well, she's thinking. Mo bitches, mo problems, am I right? I don't think that's actually the phrase. No, it's mo money, mo problems. Well, I think the phrase is mo money, mo bitches, right? She's got something, she's pointing at something. I don't know what that could be. Polymorph on my Ascension. Well, I guess pays off that I didn't play the Lord of the Arena. I guess the Ascension was strong enough to bait out a Polymorph. That's kind of huge. And what is she doing? She's picking my face. No, she's playing Kobold Geomancer. I don't know what she's doing. I don't know what she's doing. Okay. Panda. Interesting. How do we do this? I think she has the mass removal. I think she does. So what I'm going to do then is play assuming that she has it. That means trading my Panther for the Geomancer, because the Panther's going to die anyway. Growing the Ghoul. Swing, swing, swing. And I'm going to play the Lord, because the Lord survives Flame Strike. That sounds like I was making like a religious statement. And so Jesus saith unto the Lord surviveth the strikes of the flames. Yeah, alright. Papa Boris plays like a professional. Look at that. Playing around the stuff. I'm going to go ahead and use this Panda, which my instincts told me to take. And I think they were good here, because now the Lord of the Arena, I'm basically like using this as a ghetto heal. So 6/5 is recharged. Now, I'm threatening death, but of course removal for the Lord will stop that. Flame Strike doesn't work. She doesn't have the 9th mana needed to be able to finish the Lord off. She plays the stupid monkey, which is fine. I can get rid of that. No Probalo. It does buy her a turn, granted. And she's going to heal herself. Okay, so she's buying herself some time. This could actually be a loss for me still, just because she's getting herself some time. Alright, well, Wolf Rider doesn't quite kill this, unfortunately. But I will play the Boulderfist Ogre, that's for sure. And, yeah, well, I guess I might as well flip a totem, because I might as well. 1/1, that could be good. Alright, we'll use the Fork Lightning. I don't think it's going to get any better. So this allows me to get past the stupid monkey and swing for 6, which is a lot of damage. So now These two guys are both threatening lethal damage. Each of them would deal enough damage to kill her. So does she have the answer? She needs some kind of taunt or freeze or... Flame Strike now. Well, Flame Strike doesn't actually work. It kills the Lord. Actually, Flame Strike works. Flame Strike she can clear my board with. She could ping off the Lord and she could trade this healer for the Ogre. She'd have 3 cards to my 2 in the ensuing top deck, or I'd play Wolf Rider, get her down to 3. I need to get a Fire Elemental to kill her, because I've already used my Lightning Bolt. Never saw a Rock Biter weapon. Lava Burst would also do it. Baron Geddon! Wow. That's crazy. Haven't seen this card in a long time. Well, I think that's over. Baron Geddon does not deal enough damage to kill that Boulder Fist Ogre. So the Boulder Fist Ogre, good thing this wasn't a Stranglethorn Tiger. That's what this could have been. If this had been a Strangle... Well, actually, no. If this had been Stranglethorn Tiger, I would have won regardless. Oh, I had another Lightning Bolt. I guess I had more of those. Whoops. Well, anyway. Oh, did I say no? Well played? Well played. Okay. So, yeah, that worked out fine. The Stranglethorn Tiger and the Boulder Fist Ogre were equally effective there. Well, that was a pretty good start to this arena for a very shocking record change of pace. I said in the beginning I thought the deck was pretty strong, and I thought it could go high. I outlined what I thought were some problems with it, but it does at least seem to be pretty decent. So if you want to see the rest of the games, and stay tuned, they're going to be coming shortly. In the meantime, please like and or subscribe if you enjoyed the video so far, and I'll see you soon. Till then.